Blessings on you, saints. We are now up on what we call Throne Room Mount. Just in a few minutes, we will scan, and or just maybe you can see the top of trees behind me to let you know how we are elevated. Well, behind me is a trico, and he's clearing the spot where the temple will actually be built. Before we build the temple, we will actually build the foyer first and start to have church in it. The foyer will actually consist of where we will have the baptismal pool. The baptism pool will sit on 12 oxes that will be sunk in the floor, and a big gold and white baptismal pool will sit on top of the oxes. Now, in most of our churches, we have the baptismal pool in the pulpit, but then you that know tabernacle structure, where most people have their baptismal pool, is actually in the holies of holies. Symbolically, if you went there to wash, you was already dead to enter in before washing. So that's why they had Solomon's brazen sea, or they had Moses' lava that was in the outer court, because you washed before you came before the Lord. So in the foyer is actually where we're going to start. But while we are having service there, we will actually have this whole covered until we build the second phase of the temple itself. But that is how God told Moses to build his tabernacle. So we want to have the correct symbology of the Old Testament, as well as having things relevant now in our reality. So we're going to take you a little closer to the work. You will probably not hear me say anything, but we will just give you a visual of what's happening. Blessings on you.